Yeah, so I'm here with Dean Warren, AFL Queensland CEO, and we're just, I guess, at the start of NAIDOC week, which is really important for the club and a very exciting time for the weekend's game.
The start of NAIDOC week, AFL Queensland's just launched our Reconciliation Action Plan, and that's one of the activities we've got to celebrate NAIDOC week this week. Prior to the match on the weekend, AFL Queensland, in partnership with the Long Walk, the Brisbane Lions, Reconciliation Australia and Deadly Choices, is having the Long Walk event, moving from Musgrave Park up to the Gabba. At the stage we've got over 500 people participating in that walk, and it's a real recognition of our game's commitment to Indigenous Australia, and we're very proud of that, and certainly connecting back with our Indigenous and Torres Strait Islander people.
Yeah, obviously this weekend's going to be a big weekend. We've got a few past players who obviously have Indigenous backgrounds coming up. Chris Johnson and Darryl White will be up here, and I think Nicky Winmar and Michael Long are coming up. So it's obviously a very big weekend, and obviously a big week as is NAIDOC week, and it's very exciting.
Dean, that's pretty awesome to get a Michael Long, sort of a bit of almost the face of Indigenous footy in some ways. Like, unreal to get him up here and to be part of this.
Yeah, Michael Long's been an amazing ambassador for his people. He certainly believes in it. I know I had the pleasure of working with Michael at the AFL, and he's all about inclusion and ensuring that we've got that our football environments at all levels, from community level right through to the AFL level, is quality and a safe place for Indigenous players and spectators and supporters. You've only got to look at recent events over the course earlier in the year that we've got to continue to reinforce that there's no place for racism or discrimination in our code whatsoever. And I think to have Michael Long himself come up to do the Long Walk here in Brisbane is really a reflection of the work that the Brisbane Lions are doing with AFL Queensland, and the work that we do across the state to ensure that Indigenous and Indigenous people are well recognised, and we create that environment for them.
Cedric, it's your first year at the club, but what does it mean to you to, I guess, see the club and the code in general, I guess, being so active in Indigenous issues with footy?
Yeah, it means a lot, being an Aboriginal as well. Yeah, it's great to be a part of it. It's very powerful as well, and yeah, it's good to be among it.
Obviously, to have Chris Johnson here, a former Brisbane Lions great as well, is amazing, and Chris has done a lot of great work for his people across the country as well, and using Australian football as a vehicle to improve outcomes for Indigenous people. In the Cape, we've got what we call the Chris Johnson Cup, and every year Chris goes up to a carnival in Bamaga that we run to support our programs up there. So he's a wonderful ambassador, not only for his people but for the former Brisbane Lions great as well. He does a great job.
So I guess, can people still get involved with the walk, or what? Is there anything tangible?
I think we're nearly all booked out. I think they had to register online, and then I think that filled up really quickly. We've been doing it now for a number of years, and it continues to build every year. And to have Michael Long, Nicky Winmar's up as well, and Chris Johnson, I think that's really added to it. And no doubt the people will do the walk and then obviously head to the Gabba to watch the Lions play. And I think it's just a great celebration of, as I say, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander culture, and to really put that on the agenda in NAIDOC week, which is a really important week.